Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Extinct Originals. And for this very special episode, we'll be featuring the Jurassic World Mattel-inspired Ampelosaurus. And here's the closer look. Alright guys, so earlier we had let's draw portion of the Ampelosaurus, and now we actually created our own Ampelosaurus custom figure, and we're quite happy because this is one of those breakthrough moments that I had that, hey, why can't I do that? And so I've applied it to this particular figure. And of course, EB will be coming back later on for some size comparisons. So let's now have a closer look on our Ampelosaurus. So the Ampelosaurus is actually based off from the recent Mattel figure over here, although there are a lot of inaccuracies in this particular figure, such as the short tail and probably the distribution of the armors, but who would know, right? But anyway, so this is actually the Ampelosaur version that I got based off from the coloration of the Mattel figure, and let's take a look at it closely. Right, so this figure, actually, let's start from the head section over here. Sorry about the angle of the camera. So I base the head, the base figure for the head is actually the Dimetrodon, and I think it's such a wonderful base figure to use because it actually has the same shape as that of the of most Titanosaurs. Although if only I had a bigger one for that, I'd use that for most of my bigger sauropods, of course. But nonetheless, we have that already, and that can be used for Titanosaurs that are medium to a little bit larger, I guess. So it also has this long neck to it and has some armor already adorning the neck section of the Ampelosaur. Although they're not very apparent, the armor and also the spikes actually become much larger and more prominent on the back section of the figure. And as you can see here, we have different types of armor plating, spikes, scoots, and all on the back of the Ampelosaur, and that is one of the distinguishing characteristics of this particular mid-sized Titanosaur. I also wanted it to have or change up the front feet as well. So I wanted to have that particular sauropod look to it. So I cut off all the claws over here and then just placed one claw on the inner sides of the feet, so it looks more like a sauropod. And of course, lengthen the legs, of course, so that it would look like pillars, walking and carrying this really bulk body. Right, so also, unlike the Mattel figure, the Ampelosaur here has a long tail, very reminiscent or very particular of most sauropods, and it also has some, details of scoots also on the back. The overall coloration on this is based off from the Mattel figure, although I made it a little bit more realistic in my opinion, and made it a bit darker rather than orangey. I also added in some details on the head as well. The blue markings actually makes it pop a little bit more and give it a little bit character to it. So in terms of articulation, of course, it can open and close its mouth like so, and of course it can move its neck up, down, and all sorts of ways. The legs has the standard movement to it, and then the tail can move actually from side to side, so it's as if it's defending itself from a predator. Well, yeah, so that's it for the closer look on our Ampelosaurus, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Let's now move on to the next portion of the video. And here is size comparisons. Alright, so for size comparisons, we have here back EB Boy, and comparing it with our Ampelosaurus here, with this particular photo over here. I think we did such a great job in terms of scaling the human with the particular dinosaur or the Ampelosaurus. Now let's compare this with a few of my smaller sauropods that we had here. First, we have the Mosaurus. The Mosaurus is a smaller sauropod that we have. It's actually seen in in the Lost World novel, and I think this is such a great addition to some of my sauropods that we have on the channel. So if you haven't checked out the video, guys, on the Mosaurus, please check it out. It's one of those earlier sauropods that we have, and also included in the Jurassic Park series that I made from before. Next up, we have the Plateosaurus. So the Plateosaurus, although not a full sauropod, is a prosauropod, and it actually triggers the changes between sauropods and also the prosauropods, because it actually stands most often than not on their hind legs rather than on all fours. But yeah, so this is based off from the Walking with Dinosaurs, Plateosaurus, and if you guys are fond of that particular movie or docu series, please check out the video on my Plateosaurus. Up next, we have the Amargasaurus. Oops. So the Amargasaurus is one of those creatures that is based off from the same Jurassic World franchise. So the Amargasaurus here is based off from the Jurassic World Alive game, or is it from the Mattel figure itself? But yeah, so this is quite old in my opinion, but I would like to somehow make an updated version of this, because the coloration could be different, and the actual spikes on the neck area could be made a little bit more accurate than what it is now. So yeah, so this is the Amargasaurus, guys, much smaller than our Ampelosaurus here, because the Ampelosaurus is much taller, but it actually uses the same body type, the Triceratops. Also, we have here the Brachiosaurus, which is very similar to that of the Amargasaurus, but different because the spikes, rather than going here, is going frontwise. so yeah, so this is the Amargasaurus. Sorry about that. The Brachiosaurus, guys, also a bit smaller, but still it uses the same body type as that of the Ampelosaurus. Another would be a medium sauropod as well, would be the Bonitasaurus that EB Toy Universe made. So this is one of my favorites as well from EB Toy Universe. It's really colorful, and it does really look like the Bonitasaurus in the game itself. So here's a reference photo over here, guys. Take a look at it. It has purple, yellow, black, and light blue colors on it, and look how magnificent it is. It has this really whip-like tail to it, so which actually the Jurassic World, the game, didn't include in their dinosaurs. So well, well, anyway, so EB Toy Universe did it, so kudos to you guys. And lastly, I'd like to compare my Ampelosaurus with my Brachiosaurus. Oops, it's not fitting the screen, so let's just adjust the camera a bit. So this is the Lego Brachiosaurus that I have. So how would you know that it's Lego? So there's that mark on the bottom of the figure, 05X3. And I don't think there are actually any bootlegs of the Brachiosaurus yet, and if it does, well, I'd be 10 times happier, because the head sculpt on this one is so good. The neck as well is really well made. The only thing that I'd say that I would like for this one to have would be movable legs, but with the budget constraints that they have, I think that they really did a really good job with creating this particular figure. So thank you so much, Lego, for making this one. Maybe next time you could do a Stegosaurus for us. So please comment down below if you'd like Lego to have or to create a Stegosaurus, because Stegosaurus is one of my favorite dinosaurs, herbivores as well, aside from the Pachycephalosaurus, of course. So yeah, so Brachiosaurus compared to our Ampelosaurus, definitely it's much larger. And yeah, so this is Lego and that's just my custom. Alright, so that's it for these size comparisons, guys. Let's move on to Extinct Species Roll Call, and we have here all of the creatures that I've shown you here so far. And if you do have other suggestions of other species of sauropods that you'd like to see here on Extinct Bricks, then please comment them down below. I do read them up, and if I feel that this is something that is interesting to me and something that I want to include in my collection, then definitely will include those. Also, Evie here would like to remind you guys that all that you see here is actually available in our Extinct Bricks playlist over here, but I'll also be putting in individual links of all the customs that I have here, so that you won't have to go through almost 500 videos that I've already uploaded here on my channel. Well, let's start with our Extinct Bricks PC Roll Call. We have here our EB Toy Universe Bonitasaurus Level 40 Jurassic World, the game. This is our Extinct Bricks Jurassic World Bahadasaurus, our Lego Brachiosaurus over here, our Jurassic Park inspired Mosaurus, our Walking with Dinosaurs inspired Plateosaurus, and our Extinct Bricks Jurassic World Amargasaurus. And of course, the start to show here, this is our Extinct Bricks Jurassic World Mattel inspired Ampelosaurus. And that's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this particular video of mine. If you enjoyed this, please don't forget to give it a like, share, and subscribe to my channel as well. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next. Also, please do not forget to support our other channels, EB Toy Universe, The Adventures of Moira and Usher, and Tito Mike's Kitchen. Please watch their videos and support our channel by subscribing. And as we always would say, guys, let your inner dino brick roar! Thanks everyone, and bye!